She's just following me around like she belongs with the group. Oh, you can. Turn it around. Woohoo! I want to tell y'all something. I had to remind myself and still have to remind myself, and I feel like there's got to be someone else that needs to hear it. It's almost your turn. You can't trap me in here just because this wasn't your food. He had his whole head in the door. I just had to do some more junk right there. And little Katie, she wouldn't go back home. But I guess if she can't figure out her way back through there, all the other goats can't figure out their way back through here either. Hopefully, and she'll have to be dealt with later. This is not what I came out here for, but honestly, it's a great example. She's just following me around like she belongs with the group. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Go ahead and enjoy the playground. Go ahead. Can you make that other jump? The big boys have kind of made it all wonky looking. Can you make the big jump? No? Okay. Oh, you can. Good job. I think your mom is coming to call you, but you enjoy that while you got a second. I think Mom took a little too long. And Katie's getting a little comfortable. You wanna go home? It's your mom calling. Go, Katie. One more. Come on, Katie. Come on, Katie. You better get your big butt out of the barn, big boy. Get out of this barn. Big boy, out of this barn. Out. Big boy. Turn it around. Pickles, get out! I want to tell y'all something. And I mostly want to tell y'all this because I had to remind myself of this so many times and still have to remind myself of this so many times. And I feel like there's got to be someone else that needs to hear it. Every project you start does not have to be done in a day. That's it. Rome wasn't built in a day. You hear it all the time. Now, we know that my pasture progress was not done in a day because I feel like that's all I do. But I sometimes am super, super bad about not starting on a project because I won't have the time to get it done in the day's time. And I don't like to leave things halfway finished. Sometimes I don't have enough time in the day's time because of things like what y'all just witnessed. Goat break-ins, goat break-outs. Crazy stuff happens all the time. And I've had to remind myself, every project doesn't have to be done within the day. It's okay for things to go overnight without being finished. Here is the project that we speak of. I look at this fence every single day and I hate it. I hate this fence. It's ugly. It's not functional. It's kind of dangerous, honestly. But I also haven't started this because it feels like such a big project. It feels like such a big project that's going to take multiple days to do because while I want it down very fast, and there are probably ways to take it down very fast, I also want to take it down safely. I don't want to risk any pieces of barbed wire or any of these ties that go on the T-posts. I don't want to risk any of that laying in the pasture and potentially injuring an animal who walks through there. So I've had to convince myself, even though it's the truth, I've had to convince myself this is a big project. It's going to take a little bit of time, and it's okay to do it piece by piece. Because let's be honest, I cannot possibly make this look any worse than what it does right now. So what am I really worried about? Not finishing it and it looking like junk. It already looks like junk. So here we are. Oh no. I gotta get the bungee cords off this that was holding it. But I have them stretched too tight. And just like that, we've taken a piece off. And this one is getting saved, so we go to the barn. So I got the gate taken down, and I've actually had to put a pause on this job about 400 times since then. And I haven't accomplished actually anything. What's the matter? You need in? Come on. Come on. Oh, we're trading. Come on, come on. You don't want in? Okay. But I will say that even simply just taking the gate from down there and putting it in the barn makes me feel tremendously better. We just broke ground. I've got a set of gloves that are my dad's size, but they'll help us get the job done. And then just some wire cutters. That's it. Gloves and wire cutters, and piece by piece, I'm gonna start taking this thing down today. Start today is the key word. I don't know how much progress I will make. God willing, I make some sort of progress, okay? I got my tote back here that I plan on throwing all the little wires, the things that can be small enough to throw in a tote so nothing stays in the grass here. And I'm gonna get to cutting. There are some big things in here. It would probably look tremendously better if I just get these out. See, I want to keep some of this stuff. Like, I feel like I could really find something useful to do with this thick cord wire stuff, right? Stop treasure hunting, Brienne. Take down the fence. I can't cut it. Woohoo! All right. Feels so good. I wonder. But the whole point of this is to not leave anything dangerous behind as I take this down piece by piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and completely remove the pieces instead of letting them hang off. We're doing something. This is what I needed my tote for. Mostly things like staples and hog ring. So I don't want to leave that all over the pasture. Watch out, Punky. There's a section. I'm not going to try to salvage any of the wire on this. Trust me, not worth it. It's barely holding on to its original. I might gotta carry this out different. That's my wood pile over there. Feather, move, baby. Feather, move. Feather, move, baby. I don't want you to get slapped by this stuff. We got the panel out, and I will go stack this with my other panel over here. And now we may start snipping wire again. And with all of that stuff, that other junk out of the way, it should be a little bit easier to accomplish. My first priority is this barbed wire because I don't want to get all the other stuff down first and then the horses try to walk through there not realizing there's just one strand of barbed wire and that not go well. Strand number 2. How exciting! This feels like such a waste of time, but this stuff is gonna have to be squished down with the tractor or something or the other before it can go into the metal bin anyways. I think that I might hear my kids starting to fight over there. They're playing with Coda at G's. So before I get called for them, I haven't been called for them yet, but before I get called for them, let me show you what I've accomplished just in case. I actually haven't been working out here that long, okay? I feel like it's going fairly quick. And I've got this section of wire here off. Now I'm not gonna take this barbed wire down yet in case this is truthfully like helping brace this corner post, okay? I don't wanna cut that off and then my corner post goes falling down and then my entire pasture fence is trash, okay? So I'm leaving this barbed wire here. I got this cut off and that's good to go. No barbed wire, no wire. About to do the next section too. I'm hoping that this is like significantly easier in some places. Like this, it's not even tied anywhere here. I won't have to do any cutting of that. So I'm hoping it's like that in a couple sections and then in that case, I could just breeze through a lot of this. Like look, when I cut that into that wire, none of this here is even attached to anything all the way down to here. So when I cut that wire, I'm gonna have removed all of this barbed wire. This might end up not being that bad of a job, guys. And then of course on a different day, we would be getting the tractor and chain and coming and pulling out all these posts, but this is progress. I'm excited. I lost a glove. Hey, Feather, I need you to move, baby. Feather, move. Feather, move. Feather, move, Feather, move, Feather, move. Do y'all see, just like that, how much wire we got off this fence? All the barbed wire all the way down to this wood post right here where it's then done in with a staple. Oh, that's in the grass. These top wires are the thickest. None of the other ones are a problem. Hey! Look how bad it's grown into the grass. My word. What in the heck am I supposed to do about that? I guess I just dig it out. Okay, well, it goes way down apparently, and I just broke the rest of this off of it. And the rest is out. You cut off all the barbs that stick up. I've got to run along and help my dad with a little project now, but look at how far we got. From the gate all the way down to here, which means next time I make it out, I should definitely at least be able to make it to the gap where the gate once belonged. And it just feels good. It feels nice. That's all for today. Everything doesn't have to be done in a day. Thanks for hanging out with me. We do not have long before dark now, and I'm going to use that time to go let all these horses out from their feed up and go get rid of all this. Well, you couldn't really hardly see that. I guess there's some wire right here. I'm going to go get rid of all this stuff. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys on the next one. I forgot though that I stacked up each individual piece of this wire instead of folding them all individually, in hopes that I could do this without having to have